Here we are, part 2 of main event 2. We are continuing on, going into round 3. Right now, 4 teams are all at 1. Propulsion are leading. They have 5 still. Before Knox and Blue are not far behind. They both are doing great. They have 4. Our current champs, defending champ, Fast Food, are still in this. They still have 3 cards in this match. So we kick off round 1. Starting us off, Draftinator, of course, for Propulsion. They love starting off with this card. It usually survives all the time. So that is the limo, and the limo locking it in. It might not be fast, but it's lumbering, and it's hard to get off the track. Oh, that is going to be the GT90 for Ford Knox. They lost the GT, so now they have to pick a different car to start off with, and the GT90 is a good choice. And Sweet Driver locking it in behind the GT90. And Creature this time. Creature just locking in. The Creature has been an absolute menace in this match so far. And that ramp is set up. And Oldies, though, luckily with Ice-T, their last car, manages to land it, keeping them in the match. And Creature is now curbside. Oh no, and we may have just seen the end of Dune Squad as the Land Rover does not land the jump. It is down and out. And as I say that, the Woody, the last car for Devastation Wagons, flops. And look at that, the Land Rover recovers and Dune Squad are still in this match. Sheesh, that is not good. Oh no, Prism Break. Prism Break is down. Stock car just had a bad bounce off the limo and is down. I am shocked to see Prism Break out of this match already. They usually do so well, but not this time. And the Chevy Stalker with a great landing for Propulsion. Followed by that is going to be Dirty Outlaw landing on top of the Woody. Bit of an insult to injury there. And it's here. Oh no! Luck finally catches up to the T-Bird, and it goes down now. And the Woody gets righted. A lot of cars getting lucky resurrections, and Devastation Wagons are still in this match. And look at that, Donut Drifter does not take the jump. Actually, with its low front, that is good for Fast Food. And Dragon Blaster just helps Donut Drifter escape. Creature is still locked in on the track, though, and that ramp is still in place. And High-Tech Missile puts Dragon Blaster on top of its teammate. That is a bit odd. That's not a good spot to be in. But Dragon Blaster, though, wise to it, makes a great save. High-Tech Missile Propulsion is also looking alive. Oh, and as they say that Big Blue lose their High-Tech Missile, and they stay up by the Fairmont. And look at that. Creature is in trouble. Creature is in trouble. Oh, no. Shree Weeder with a devastating hit. Creature is down, and the Propulsion lose their High-Tech Missile. That's their first loss. Shree Weeder with an absolutely devastating hit, and somehow the Fairmont is the only driver to hit in Aeroblast takes down Street Weeder, and the Fairmont escapes. GT90 and Sweet Driver getting forced off the track. The fact of the matter is, Creature, despite all that damage, is down, and Street Weeder gets finished off. Final car of the round is going to be Crescendo. That is it for round 1, I believe. And we just had a lot of... And let's take a look at the aftermath. Going into round 4, we lose our first team. That being in Prism Break. Shocking to see them out already. Big Blue are down to 3 along with 4 knock. Propulsion still leading with 4. Fast Food down to 2. The rest of the field at 1. Creature Feature down to just Dragon Blaster. Very unfortunate to lose Creature now. So now Dragon Blaster is their last hope. Starting us off in round 4 is going to be Draftinator, of course. Goes curbside. All the way out the GT90, who just shuns Draftinator's side, which is a great recovery. And of course, the limo starting us off for Big Blue, just locking it in. Sweet Driver goes slightly curbside, but usually it's wise. It usually makes great saves. And oh no! That is very, very bad for Fast Food as Sweet Driver gets put on his face by the Land Rover. In a reversal of fortune, the Land Rover gets taken out again by the Woody, and Sweet Driver escapes. That is not good for a Land Rover, and that might be it for Dune Squad. I don't think it's any lucky recovery this time. And Dragon Blaster puts all these in the hot seat with the Ice-T, and Ice-T actually underneath the Woody. That could be bad for both teams. And Aeroblast just once again massacring cars left and right, takes down Ice-T and the Woody. Kind of a synchronized takedown, and both are down. We may be losing 3 teams so far. And the Fairmont goes curbside. And now Aeroblast is starting to get shunted off, but it could survive still. And the Fairmont is definitely safe, followed by Donut Drifter. and Dirty Outlaw. And then up next is going to be the Crescendo, and Crescendo survives. Well, not Crescendo, but Donut Drifter survives, and Crescendo. Oh, whoa! And the Tudo with a big hit, but Crescendo and Dirty Outlaw escape, no problem. And Group C Fancy's locking it in behind the two-door. And that is going, and final card of the round, the Chevy Stalker. And the Woody gets righted. Round 4 ends, and the Woody makes a surprising recovery, an unlikely recovery, but Devastation Wagons are still in the round match. So round 4 aftermath, we lose though. Dune Squad and Oldies, they are down and out. We are down to 6 teams, and nobody else lost any cars in that round. But still, Big Fort Knox and Big Boo still have their bonus actions in play, so they're going to want to consider using them at some point if necessary. Drafting once again, Propulsion are still really dominating as they still have 4. They've been leading this entire match so far as we go into freaking round 5. This time, and once again, as the little locking in. And of course, the GT90 starting us off for Fort Knox. Go slightly curbside though. That's not exactly what you want to do. And never mind, Sweet Driver just helps the GT90 and lock it back in. Followed by that is going to be Dragon Blaster. And Dragon Blaster tries to penetrate the Sweet Driver, but is unable to do so. Over that, and the Woody puts Dragon Blaster in the hot seat there. It tries to escape, but is down a loose spot. Could easily be taken advantage of. And Crescendo puts the Woody curbside. Couple cards loose. A big hit could definitely happen. And no, Group C Fancy doesn't do much. Just tries to get underneath Crescendo. Crescendo lives though. And a big hit by the 4-2-door. And Propulsion lose Crescendo. That is tough. I don't think Crescendo's recovering. And right now, the Woody and Dragon Blaster are kind of in the same position, but they are still alive. And now Group C Fancy had to get pushed underneath Sweet Driver. Well, the Chevy Stalker tries to do the all over easy on Donut Drifter, but Donut Drifter wise that and escapes. And look at Group C is now underneath the GT90 as well as Sweet Driver. Sweet Driver doing a bouncing out. Oh, the Chevy Stalker could be in trouble. A big hit here could do a lot of damage. It might. Oh my God! Aeroblast! What in the world just happened? The 2-door made a surprising recovery. Dirty Outlaw was a great recovery. The only victim of that hit though was a big one, the GT90. The Chevy Stalker. It looks like it's. I think that is upright. And same with the Woody, but the GT90, the only victim of that big, massive blast by Aeroblast. Round 5 ends, and Fort Knox fall down to 2. Besides that, Propulsion are now even with Big Blue. They are both at 3. So 6 teams still in this match as we go into round 6. Starting us off this time is going to be Big Blue, who are still chilling at 3. They are doing not surprisingly well, but they are still doing very well for themselves. And along with Propulsion even out. With Drafnator, who goes back down the track. And Sweet Driver goes curbside. So far, Fast Food, our current champs, are still hanging in this match. Ooh, the 2-door tries to start things up, but doesn't, and puts itself in a bad position in his curbside, heavily curbside. And the Woody, oh no, Fort Knox lose the 2-door. They are down to 1 card. They're going to want to consider using their bonus action at this point. But the Woody takes down the 2-door. Well, and Dragon Blaster puts the Woody curbside, and itself also goes slightly curbside. Yeah, it could be easily tipped over, and whatever happens next. Oh no, Group C Fantasy using the Woody tips over Drafnator. Propulsion lose Drafnator. That is tough. That is very tough. Drafnator has been doing very well for them so far. A big hit by Aeroblast, and it doesn't do much there. Up next, I believe, would be it's going to be Donut Drifter. And up next is going to be Fort Knox with their last car. And apparently I am just receiving word that they are going to use their bonus action, from what I understand. They are going to use the car swap, swapping out the Fairmont to bring back in the GT90. The GT90, I guess they think will do much better. Bless you. And got the GT90 go back in it for Fort Knox, their last survivor. And now the Dirty Owl locking it in behind the GT90. And the Chevy Stalker doesn't do much. That is it for round 6. Let's take a look at the aftermath. Fort Knox down to 1. Propulsion down to 2. Will Big Blue now take the lead? They still have 3. Big Blue are just really taking control of this match as we go into round 7. This time starting us off, of course, for Big Blue is going to be the limo. The limo, of course, always We starting us off for Big Blue. Sweet Driver, also starting us off for Fast Food. Ooh, Propulsion's at 10 now. Aeroblast first, probably to try to do some damage to the limo or Sweet Driver, but doesn't do anything. Just lock it in. Two big vehicles locked in on the track, and Dragon Blaster just goes all the way back down the track. And the Woody doesn't do much, just puts Dragon Blaster cursor. The Devastation Wagons, say losing 4 in round 1, have been hanging on with this one car for so long now. And now look at Woody and Dragon Blaster are definitely heavily curbside here. Oh, and we may have just seen the end of Creature Feature as Donut Drifter ends Dragon Blaster. Whoa, Chevy Stalker tries to end Donut Drifter but doesn't, as it makes a great save. Groovy Fantasy takes a shot at the Chevy Stalker. But look at the Chevy Stalker floating up and over and landing it. That is it for round 7. Only one car eliminated, but we lose another team. Creature Feature, they tried and they went. Unfortunately, even with Creature from the block doing a lot of damage there, we are down to 5 teams, 2 more eliminated, and this match is over as we go into round 8. So far, these teams have been long-lasting, with Devastation Wagon somehow still in the match, though. Limo, of course, starting us off, and this time the Chevy Star starting us with Propulsion, who's back down the track, and Sweet Driver goes curbside. That is not good. That is far from good. The opposite of good, actually. And, Sweet Driver escapes with the GT90. And now, followed by that is going to be the Woody, who is still keeping Devastation Wagons alive in this match. And, oh no, Groovy Fantasy puts Woody in the hot seat now. It's underneath. Can the Woody make it this time? No, it does. Oh, no, it does, actually. For a second there, I thought it wasn't. But no, it does. As Aeroblast blasts in, but Chevy Stalker and the Woody escape. No problem. Donut Drifter is curbside. Whoa, Dirty Outlaw throws itself. It tries to tackle Donut Drifter, but doesn't. That was it for round 8, and no cars eliminated. So that means round 9, increased speeds. We are getting into nitty-gritty now, increased speed, so we are definitely going to see some devastation now, and the cars are going to be going down at increased speeds. That's definitely going to cause some trouble, some mayhem. And now in Sweet Driver, it goes perpendicular on the track immediately. That is not good. That is not good at all. But Sweet Driver, of course, known for its shenanigans, makes it out perfectly fine. The Chevy Stalker locking it in behind the limo. Followed by that is going to be the Woody pushing the Chevy Stalker up on top of the limo. But that is not a good spot to be in. A very bad spot to be in, actually. And then that's going to be followed up by the GT90. And the GT90, though, puts the Woody in a bad spot. The Chevy Stalker manages to keep its balance and escape. And we may have just seen the end of Devastation Wagons. The Woody tried after 9 rounds, but just could not make it happen. And right now, Devastation Wagons are looking to be out. Here we go with a big hit coming up. Oh my god! What in the world? Dirty Outlaw, how did you live? Well, Aeroblast takes itself out, but also takes out Donut Drifter. Jesus, good lord. And in final cars around Groovy Fantasy, what just happened? We just had 3 cars eliminated. And we lose another team. Aeroblast taking out Donut Drifter, but also taking some of those increased speeds. Every team, we have 4 teams left. Big Blue are still at 3, but the rest of the field are at 1 as we go into round 10. For any other team besides Big Blue, if they lose a car, they are done. Propulsion down to 1. Oh no! Fort Knox with the GT90 taking himself out. What happened? The increased speed's taking its toll, and the Chevy Stalker just finishes it off. Right now, we have 3 teams remaining. This match is looking to be meeting its end. And as I say that, no, the Chevy Stalker meets its end as well. Sweet Driver takes down the Chevy Stalker, which was doing so well this entire match. Why did it give it then when it needed it to most? But now Sweet Driver could be in trouble here depending on what happens now. Final car of the round, Dirty Outlaw, and it doesn't. Well, Big Blue and Fast Food are for sure going to the finals. Well, we now have to have a runoff. Propulsion and Fort Knox. Which one of these two is going to go to the finals? We're going to have to find out. You already know how the runoffs work. Which has more cars staying at the end round will advance. Since Propulsion had more points than Fort Knox, they'll get to go second, which means Fort Knox are going to go first. So already goes off with the GT. Locking it in behind the track buffer, and followed by that is Draftinator. Draftinator, of course, starting us off for Propulsion. Just push the GT underneath the track buffer. But right now, it's going to be a big uphill battle for Fort Knox. And then, of course, the Jacknator escapes thanks to the T-Bird. GT, though, is now curbside. Oh, no, and Chevy Stalker just flips the T-Bird. That is not what Fort Knox. Fort Knox are going to have a real tough time here. And yet, unfortunately, Fairmont doesn't do any favors for its team. Oh man, Crescendo just brutally tackles the Fairmont. I don't think Crescendo liked the Fairmont for its shenanigans earlier. And now oh man, as I say that, the Tudor takes out Propulsion, but with 2 cars before next out, they need to take out 1 more Propulsion or have one of their other cars recover, else they're going to be out. Ooh, and it's hard to say. That could be, I think it's still in though for the Tudor. And followed by that, and the High-Tech escapes. Right now, it looks like this could be it for Fort Knox. It really... Oh, man, as I say that, look at that! Aeroblast saves the Fairmont, which somehow eked out a recovery. The Tudor also looks like it helped the Tudor settle in, too. That was a big miscalculation by Propulsion. Aeroblast helping Fort Knox stay alive. They both have 4, so we have to go to another round as we go into round 2 of this runoff. Starting us off, this time is going to be Propulsion. They're going to start off with Draftnator. Draftnator locking it in at the front. Followed by that is going to be the GT, and the GT sneaks underneath Draftnator. Draftnator has to be careful here. It doesn't want to go over easy. And no, it goes up to the front of the track buffer, of the track area, the 80 area, as the Chevy Stalker locks it in behind the GT, and now the Fairmont puts the Chevy Stalker curbside. And the High-Tech takes a shot at the Fairmont, but look at the Fairmont flopping over to a recovery. Fort Knox are not making it easy for Propulsion, and they want in the finals. And now the GT90 jumbles it up. Chevy Stalker safe. GT could be in a bad spot. High-Tech, though, is in danger. And Aeroblast takes down the GT, but also takes down its own teammate. So, unfortunately, it is still even for Propulsion. Final car of the round, I believe. The Tudor. No. What the Draftnator fell over sideways. That is sideways. 3-2. How in the Fort Knox have done the unthinkable? 3-2. Fort Knox win. They win. The Tudor knocking over Draftnator. This is it. We have our 3 teams advancing on to the finals. Big Blues, Fast Food, and Fort Knox. It has been a hot minute since Fort Knox have been in the finals. Propulsion were leading that entire match, but that one slip-up has just cost them big time. I don't think they're going to be happy with Aeroblast. Oh no. Well, we have our 3 teams joining our other 3 in the finals, so we have our finals lineup. Green Machines, Fast Food, Big Blue, Massive Transit, Fort Knox, and the Xperia Mashers. Tune into the finals to see who wins.